Hello, sunshine. I'm Coy. This is CNN 10, and we are pumped for Your Word Wednesday. One of your words helped us write today's show. We've got a lot to get to, not a lot of time to do it, so let's get to it. We start today in Southern California, where millions of people continue to be under fire threat more than 2 weeks after dangerous fires broke out there. The good news, winds across the area are calmer than their peak, and firefighters are making progress. But the Santa Ana winds are expected to continue this week, meaning conditions like low humidity and strong winds will increase the risk of fire. Fire weather watches remain in effect for San Diego County as well as Los Angeles and Ventura counties until at least Thursday night. The National Weather Service says wind gusts in the San Diego mountains reached peaks of 77 miles per hour early in the week. In Los Angeles, Mayor Karen Bass told residents to stay alert and be prepared to evacuate if needed. Making matters worse, nearly all of Southern California is in severe drought. The toll of the fires there has been devastating. Officials say thousands of homes and buildings have been destroyed, while at least 27 people have lost their lives. Fire crews have made strides containing the two most destructive fires. The Palisades fire is more than 60% contained, and the Eaton fire is nearly 90% contained. Fire crews are wasting no time mobilizing all forms of firefighting teams on the ground and in the air ahead of the continued fire risk. CNN got a tour of one of those planes with unique firefighting ability called the Super Scooper. Take a look.
These CL-215Ts hold 1,412 gallons of water. They can fill their tanks in roughly 10 to 12 seconds on an open body of water. They're reinforced holes to hit the water at, roughly 100 miles an hour to fill those tanks.
These CL-215Ts, or CL-415 EAFs, are among the fleet of planes fighting fires now in California. These so-called Super Scoopers are built specifically for aerial firefighting, and they're designed to pound fires over and over with water, replenishing their massive tanks while still in motion.
They can continuously scoop and drop water for roughly 4 to 5 hours on a tank of fuel, and so they can drop a few 100,000 gallons of water a day per scooper, depending on how far the water source is. We can go, hundreds of miles into the backcountry to fight fires where you just can't get to in a matter of minutes.
Montana-based company Bridger Aerospace gave CNN a tour inside one of their firefighting aircrafts currently in Southern California, battling the most destructive wildfires in the area's history.
So when we come inside, people will see it for the first time. They'll often say, oh, there's so much room inside. And what they need to remember is that the airplane was designed around these water tanks. This is all 6 tons of water right here. And this is what the airplane was designed around, and this is exactly how much airplane it takes to move that. Something prominent here is the life raft. You have to remember, we are a boat. We're equipped as such with life rafts, jackets, anchors, lines, all the usual boat pieces as well.
Bridger is the largest private owner-operator of scoopers in the world. We have 6 of the 10 here in the U.S. We can and have operated in Canada. They have a lot of provincial fleets there, and there are a lot based in Europe. In the U.S., they never have been. In California specifically, I think with all the publicity, we're getting a lot of interest as people see what they can do, scooping water off the ocean and in kind of tight places.
Company reps say their mission is to provide aerial support to firefighters on the ground, with the hope that the Super Scoopers become a more accessible tool across the U.S. against an increasing number of wildfires.
We're looking for kind of that unmet need and something that we think is best positioned for that. Having the opportunity to show what we're capable of and put these things to the test has been very critical.
And as multiple fires continue to rage on in the Los Angeles area, the Super Scoopers have become a welcome sight to residents and firefighters alike.
If this happened in July or August, it would still be catastrophic and unprecedented. We've never seen this in a heavily populated area like LA. To have it happen in January is just absolutely, shocking. A wake-up call, I think, to us, to the whole country, that fire season isn't really a thing anymore. It's year-round, and the devastation is just terrible.
10-second trivia. The rockets that put man on the moon were developed in what U.S. city nicknamed Rocket City? Vandenberg, California, Houston, Texas, Huntsville, Alabama, or Cape Canaveral, Florida? Your answer here is Huntsville, Alabama. The city is home to the Redstone Arsenal, the main site for the Saturn launch vehicle research, design, and testing into the 1960s before Army research was transferred to NASA. News now on developments in the new space race after Blue Origin just successfully launched its New Glenn rocket into orbit. The company founded by Amazon billionaire Jeff Bezos is celebrating the launch of their first rocket powerful enough to launch satellites into space. The goal here, make rockets that can return to launch pads to be reused later. And while that didn't quite work out for the first launch, take a look at how Blue Origin is making strides to get there.
Liftoff. In a first for the company, an uncrewed Blue Origin rocket blasted off into space on January 16th. It's the company's first launch into orbit, following numerous ones by its competitor SpaceX. The rocket, New Glenn, is roughly the height of a 30-story tall building and carries experimental technology. However, it appeared to have missed one of its goals of catching New Glenn's first-stage rocket booster on a seafaring platform. New Glenn is part of Blue Origin's most ambitious goals, potentially being able to power national security launches or help construct a space station.
Oh my God!
End of roll, straight Chanel level. Chamber pressures continue to look good.
And liftoff.
All 7 engines continue to look good on the first stage. Data quality is good coming down from the vehicle. Body rate responses are nominal.
Today's story getting a 10 out of 10, the hardworking, disciplined, and dedicated football players that went toe-to-toe in the national championship game this week. They are big, they are tough, but it turns out they are quite convivial. Ahead of Monday's title game, I spoke to the talented players from Notre Dame and Ohio State. I asked them about their dreams, their fears, even got them to sing a few bars. I also asked them to give all of you some advice by asking what they'd tell their younger selves.
Something that you would say to your younger self. Think about the next generation out there. What's one bit of advice you'd give your younger self?
Keep pushing, sky's the limit, and if you stick to your work and humble during the process, good things will happen.
To respect all, but fear none. When I was younger, I was always timid. Didn't really want to put myself out there, but now, I kind of live by that phrase, and something that Coach Brown always says, so definitely tell myself that.
Be humble in everything you do and take in every single experience as possible.
As a kid, you want to go hang out with friends, you want to go, to parties or, have some sort of activity you want to do, but, in all reality, you're your biggest competitor and, you got to sacrifice to get to where you want.
It's never going to go as you anticipate it, but just roll with the punches. And then when your time comes, just be ready for it.
Definitely stay grounded and be true to who you are.
Don't quit. Just keep going.
Continue to learn. Fill your cup up because every single day you need some type of knowledge, man.
When you look back on it, you only have so much time, especially whether it's college or high school, just take advantage of every day and every moment and just stay in the moment and try to maximize every moment you have.
Elevate.
Congrats to the Ohio State Buckeyes on winning the national title, and respect to both teams for showing incredible focus, heart, and determination all season long. Also, congrats to our Your Word Wednesday winners, Mr. Ware's class at St. Elizabeth Ann Seton in Fort Wayne, Indiana, for convivial, an adjective meaning cheerful, friendly, and jovial. Nice one. Thanks to all of you for following me at CoyWire on social and submitting an abundance of excellent words. Mad vocab skills. Our shout out today is going to Karen Crow High School in Lafayette, Louisiana. We see you, Bear Nation. Rise up. Thanks to everyone for subscribing and commenting on our CNN 10 YouTube channel for your shout out requests. Let's do it again tomorrow, shall we? I'm Coy Wire, and we are CNN 10.